Kevin's problem is that Kevin ended up getting with this girl. She made herself very available to him. She was very disrespectful to me.
We all recognize Wendy Williams as the queen of shade. And after learning that her ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, was dumped by his long-term mistress, Sharina Hudson, the former TV host couldn't resist making a sharp comment. It seems like this will be the first piece of juicy gossip she shares as part of her highly anticipated comeback. Recently, Wendy has been spotted in public with her son, looking radiant. It's clear that family support and time away from her tumultuous marriage have done her good. According to insiders, she's now ready to reclaim her throne on daytime TV, and she plans to kick things off with a major humiliation aimed at Kevin and Sharina. With Kevin and Sharina's relationship officially over, Wendy feels no need to hold back, especially since she has known about their affair for years. Following her divorce, she has made it clear in several interviews that Sharina was only interested in Kevin for the luxurious lifestyle he could offer.
She was one of these, less than smart women who moved to the big city with bright lights, and she wanted to be a model.
From the moment Kevin became involved with Sharina, it seemed like her dreams were coming true. For Kevin, it must have felt like a break from the mundane family life he had with Wendy, work without much excitement. But as the saying goes, it takes two to tango. And when Wendy found out that her husband had started a new family on the side, she made the difficult choice to end their marriage. It wasn't easy, but Wendy has focused on her recovery, choosing to prioritize herself for the first time. In a surprising twist, Kevin seemed eager to start a new family with Sharina, leaving Wendy to deal with the fallout from his decisions. Yet we have to give credit to Wendy. She quickly saw through Sharina's intentions and was the first to recognize that the relationship was driven by money. Share your opinion in the comments below. Well, if you are enjoying, don't forget to subscribe us. Kevin, however, fell for it completely. Determined to keep Sharina in his life, he lavished her with extravagant gifts, designer bags, fancy dinners, luxury cars. He spared no expense in making her happy, as evidenced by Sharina stepping out of a new gold Ferrari she could never have afforded on her own. For Kevin, the affair was likely an opportunity to flaunt his wealth and fulfill his need to be seen as a provider, something he struggled with during his marriage to Wendy. In his effort to prove his masculinity, Kevin went to extreme lengths, supporting Sharina's business ventures and even calling her his soulmate. If you think his poor decision stopped there, think again. Kevin genuinely believed Sharina's feelings for him were real, and he threw away 25 years of marriage to Wendy for this relationship. Wendy, on the other hand, allowed the affair to continue without confrontation. Even though she knew Kevin was spending their money on Sharina, she hoped it would eventually come to an end. But her hopes were shattered in 2019 when she learned that Sharina was pregnant with Kevin's child.
And, people fall in love and out of love every day, for whatever reason.
Wendy was deeply wounded by the betrayal, and without hesitation, she filed for divorce. Deep down, she knew the relationship between the two wouldn't last, as the only thing that had kept them together all these years was Wendy's money. As the TV personality admitted, she was financially independent and thriving in her career. She no longer needed Kevin, especially with a child involved. Wendy, confident in her financial independence, sought to uncover Kevin's financial state. She agreed to pay him alimony, essentially making him reliant on her payments. She was right in her judgment because when the money stopped flowing, Kevin revealed his true nature. For the first time, Sharina saw who he really was, not a successful hustler and producer, but a man completely dependent on his wife's financial support. When Kevin appealed to the court for alimony reinstatement, he claimed, "The fact that I am unable to sustain my life and pay my bills is extremely urgent to me. I cannot pay my bills and maintain my day-to-day living." Unsurprisingly, Sharina quickly packed her bags and left, leaving Kevin in debt and without a dime to his name. Wendy had always suspected that Sharina was only after Kevin's money, and she knew that living an ordinary life with bills and responsibilities was never part of Sharina's plan. Now, Wendy has made a comeback and is savoring her revenge, watching as this family falls into financial ruin. Many fans had predicted this outcome, believing Sharina deserved what she got. Whatever she might possess, they argue, doesn't truly belong to her. One fan commented, "He bought her a house while still married to Wendy, so that's Wendy's house." Another added, "Of course they were going broke. They have no jobs, no income. I'd be laughing all the way to the bank. Wendy's decision to divorce turned out to be one of the best in her life. She became more self-assured, finally closing the painful chapter of her life with Kevin and his mistress. All that remained was to wait for the right moment to relish her vindication, which came when Sharina left Kevin. Kevin may have been blinded by love, but everyone else saw Sharina's true intentions. Her pursuit of wealth became clear when she began criticizing Wendy, accusing her of exploiting the divorce and tarnishing her reputation. Wendy's messy divorce was a highly publicized affair, discussed for years, and eventually made into a documentary. This perfectly captured the drama surrounding her life. It's no surprise Sharina became defensive, especially after Wendy publicly called her out on her daytime show, turning Sharina into one of the most reviled figures in America. People scrutinized her every move, waiting for her to leave Kevin so they could point fingers and label her a gold digger. Wendy didn't shy away from admitting she welcomed the attention on Sharina. Amid all this, Wendy also had to focus on her health, as the divorce had exacerbated her health issues and increased her alcohol consumption, as reported in the news.
I've talked about it all on TV and radio.
Yeah.
There is so much more to the story.
The once radiant TV star was nearing the edge of life, but despite the grim outlook, Wendy has proven to be stronger than her adversaries expected. Recently, she was spotted in public with her son, looking much like her former self. It seems things are turning around for her, and Wendy is back, striking at those who wronged her in the past, including Kevin and Sharina. After the documentary aired, the couple faced widespread criticism, and that was only the start of their troubles, with financial issues now overwhelming them, forcing Kevin to sell his only property. Wendy adds to the fire by stating that Sharina couldn't even stick around to show she genuinely loved Kevin.
I want for people to learn life lessons out of it.
And wasn't just after his money. Wendy appears satisfied to see the downfall of their relationship. And on top of that, things are looking up for her. She's surrounded by her family and has relocated to Florida to be with her son. Though the turmoil of the divorce took a toll on her health and paused her career, Wendy is determined to let the world learn a lesson from this. Above all, she wants Kevin to realize how foolish he's been in choosing Sharina, though it seems everyone else has already figured that out. As one social media user commented, after watching her docuseries, I believe she's playing a role to get back at Kevin and his mistress. Wendy is no fool. Another person added, the past is the past. Wendy, will you ever let go? He made his choice. It's time to move on. So, how will things unfold now? Wendy seems intent on getting her revenge for the pain and humiliation she endured. What's your take on all this? Will Wendy finally take down these two in court, and how will it impact them? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to check out my other videos for the latest updates. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for future updates.